Katherine Black reacts. Well, flipping heck, we've had the lead up to CorrieDale and I'm almost caught up. I'm caught up as far as CorrieDale when Coronation Street and Emmerdale merge for a couple of episodes and we have CorrieDale. So, Debbie and Ronnie's wedding. Debbie's got dementia. Ronnie's marrying her anyway. They're madly in love. Everything's perfect. Until it isn't. What's her name? Abby. Abby has found out about Carl. Carl has been sleeping with Jamie, Jason, Will, one of the Bailey boys. So that's all kicked off. She's also found out that Carl was ripping the hotel off. The plan was that Abby was going to steal the money from Carl. In the end, she didn't steal the money from Carl. It all became a bit of a damp squib. We've had this massive lead up to this story. And she lets him just walk away. She says, "Oh, you bad boy." And he says, "I'm taking the money and leaving you." And she says, "Go on then." All seems a bit weird. Anyway, Kevin, meantime, has found out that he's seen a video, CCTV cameras of the hit and run where Tyrone was hurt and nearly died. He ended up in a coma. He's in a wheelchair now and on crutches and what have you. So Kevin has found proof that Carl was the one that rang Tyrone over. He has brought the video to put on the big screen at the wedding to do the big reveal, show him up, puts the video on in front of everybody, and it turns out to be a daft video of him dancing with his son, which just embarrasses him, makes him look a fool. Carl gets drunk and goes outside, and then we cut to the only interesting story really, the Todd, Theo and Billy story. Billy has finally put two and two together about Todd being abused by Theo. They end up in a hotel room. Theo is downstairs getting drunk. Billy manages to get Todd upstairs. He's seen his torso with all the bruises and everything. They're in a hotel room. Todd just happens to have brought his laptop and shows Billy the proof of Theo abusing him, and still not admitting that he's a victim, still saying it was me as much as him. It's an edited video. Todd leaves the room. Billy finds the unedited video that shows that Todd was very much a victim. So Billy says, "I'm going to get you out of here. A few of us are ready to leave. I'm driving the bus. You're coming with me and staying at mine. All fine." Head to the bus. That's that one done. David and Shona. David Platt and his wife Shona are having a baby. There's been conflict there because the baby's very sick and they don't know if baby or mum are going to make it. Shona is all gung-ho about having the baby. David wanted to let the baby go because he doesn't want to lose his wife. He's already lost one wife who was mowed down in the street a few years ago. So that's the next tension. They go to the bus. So Kevin sees Carl speeds off in a car, has a final argument with Abby. Carl speeds off in a car. Debbie, the bride, in a beautiful wedding dress with dementia, runs out. Carl, you can't go. I can't let you go. You're drunk. You can't drive in that state. Just watch me. Jumps in the car beside him. They shoot off. So we've now got the minibus and one car all sorted. Kevin is watching from a window. He sees Carl driving away drunk, Debbie jumping in the car. He shouts to Abby, "Come on, we'll go in. We've got to stop them." That's another car. Then we've got a bit of light relief from Steve McDonald, Tracy, and Steve's girlfriend Cassie. Tracy is jealous and locks Cassie in the toilet. It's all a bit blah, blah, blah. It's not very funny. It's not old style Coronation Street, which could be quite funny. So they head off for the bus. We've got Asher in the bus. Asher is a failed paramedic who had a nervous breakdown and a suicide attempt after being racially abused on the job and deciding to give up paramedicing. We've got her on the bus with Summer. Summer has had more dads than any other kid in history. She had her original dad and her original dad's partner. They died of AIDS. Billy took her on. Billy was with her dad. Billy has also been with Todd. So eventually Summer had 3 dads. She had Todd, Billy, who had also been with Todd at one time. Summer came to Billy and Todd after losing her original dad and his husband. Summer came to Billy and Todd. Billy and Todd split up. Billy got with Paul. Summer had 3 dads. She had Todd, Billy and Paul. Paul died of motor neuron disease last year. So Summer is now left with Billy and Todd, who aren't together but are both co-parenting. So we've got them going for the bus, all of them, and Dev and Asher, Summer, Tracy's daughter, whatever she's called, can't remember her name, and the McDonalds. So then we leave the wedding altogether. We've got all these people converging in back to Weatherfield from Yorkshire. The wedding's in Yorkshire. They're all driving back to Weatherfield. And then we cut to the Carla stories. So Carla's been kidnapped. She's been moved from a wardrobe to a disused storage unit. PC Kit has been looking for Becky's vehicle because it's all coming to light. He's PNC'd the vehicle and tracked it to this disused storage unit a week ago. He goes to check it out. He hears Carla banging. Carla's only got 1 kidney. She had a kidney transplant for the 2nd time a couple of years ago. She's been without a kidney meds, a renal failure meds, an anti-rejection meds for a week, but she's still alive and kicking Billy O out of this storage container. They can flab with their stories. He tells what he knows, she tells what she knows. Come on, let's go. So they're getting a car, they're on the way. Back at the homestead, Becky is in Carla's house because she's wormed her way in with Lisa and Betsy. Lisa is distraught over Carla. Carla's gone on holiday. She hasn't. She's been kidnapped by Becky, locked in a wardrobe, locked in a storage unit. Lisa thinks she's on holiday. Betsy says, oh, well, we don't need her. We're better off without her. We've got Mum back. Let's go to Spain. They head off in a car to the airport to go to Spain. No, they're not. No, they're going to Hull to get a ferry under false names. That's it. So they're off in a car. And that brings us pretty much to the end of part 1. That's the Corrie lot. I'll be back in a minute with the Emmerdale lot. Nice chat.